Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to answer the question, did Jesus have to die? Why did Jesus have to die? I mean, wasn't there another way for God to accomplish his mission? Was it purely an act of compulsion or symbolism? I mean, was it a political move? Why did Jesus have to die? This is such a common question. Today we will begin to understand the answer as we continue studying the book of John in John chapter 11, beginning in verse 45. Many of the Jews, therefore, who had come with Mary and had seen what he did, believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. So the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered the council and said, "What are we to do? For this man performs many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nation." But one of them, Caiaphas, who was the high priest that year, said to them, "You know nothing at all, nor do you understand that it is better for you that one man should die for the people, not that the whole nation should perish." He did not say this of his own accord, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus would die for the nation. And not for the nation only, but also to gather into one the children of God who are scattered abroad. So from that day on, they made plans to put him to death. So in case you forgot, Jesus has just brought Lazarus back to life. The people are aware of it. The influential but small religious elites were not happy with Jesus because of his miracles. Jesus is taking the attention away from them. They are tired of it, and they know that if he continues healing and teaching, he will be unstoppable. So what's their conclusion? Jesus has to die. Caiaphas, the high priest, has determined and prophesied as high priest that Jesus will die. He says it's better that he die than the whole nation perish. Now, Caiaphas is speaking sacrificially, but not in a messianic or salvific way. He is referring to a political death. It's better that Jesus die and end the hysteria, because that will bring the power, though relative, back to the Jewish religious leaders. You see, these leaders were living in a Roman world, and they wanted some power, even just a little bit. Well, Caiaphas says something profound and true. He says that Jesus would die for the nation, and not for the nation only, but also to gather into one the children of God who are scattered abroad. Now, just to be clear, he does not mean what we know to be true. He meant it politically. But much like the story of Joseph, he meant it for evil, and God meant it for good. You see, we have one conclusion, that Jesus must die. But there are two very different meanings and outcomes. Yes, Jesus would have to die. Why? He would have to die to save the world, to bring people back to God, to create one nation under God. It brought spiritually dead people back to life. Now, was there another way? No. If there was, God would have done it. God's plan was perfect. It was perfect in love, it was perfect in sufficiency, and even in efficiency. Why did Jesus have to die? To save you and me. I am incredibly thankful. Are you?